Hello guys, welcome back again. In this video we will explore machine learning inside the .NET framework or .NET Core using Visual Studio 2019. Machine Learning.NET gives you the ability to add machine learning to .NET applications in either online or offline scenarios. With this capability, you can make automatic predictions using the data available to your application. Machine learning applications makes use of patterns in the data to make predictions rather than needing to explicitly program it. So before we get ahead, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please make sure you do, and let's get to it. Okay, so before we can get started, you will have to install the Microsoft.Machine Learning or Microsoft.ML. So we can use the package manager console to do that. Okay, so you can open the package manager console by going to the view, and then other windows, and then you can find here package manager console. Yeah. So once you've got it open, you can type in this here install-package Microsoft.ml, then the version. You can leave the version so that it will defaultly install the latest bit. Yeah, so I've already done it, so I'm not going to do it again. So as you can see, it's already been referenced here. So once you type it here, you can press enter to get it started. So central to the machine learning.net is a machine learning model. The model specifies the steps needed to transform your input data into a prediction. With the machine learning.net, you can train a custom model by specifying an algorithm, or you can import a pre-trained TensorFlow or ONNX model. So before just talking too much, we can get on to it straight out. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump straight into the code. We're going to create a new class. It's a public class. We're going to name it house. And we have this property float. Inside is first is a size. It's the size of the house. So it's a get setter. The next bit is, of course, is a public float again, and it's the price, and it's of course a get setter. So we create another class again. So it's a public class, and this will be our prediction class. So we put this column here. This column name. It's a column name. So inside here, we're just gonna put the score, and then the property is public float, and it's the price. It's also a get setter. So that's all we need for this bit, these two classes here. So we jump on straight into our main method. So we're just gonna initiate this ML contest. Just gonna call it contest, and we get the new instance of it. So once we've got that bit done, we're just going to create a very simple training data here. We're using the house class, so we're just gonna put house. Grab an array of the house. We're just gonna call this bit here H data for the house data. Then so inside here, of course, we get the size. size of the house. This, we're just going to make it 1.1F. Then the price, we start from 2.5, actually 2.5F. So here, what we're going to do is obviously we're just going to put a semicolon here. We're just going to copy this bit here and post it at least 5 times. So we're just going to post it at least 5 times. I mean, paste it 5 times at least. You can do it as much as you can. That's not a real issue here. So we're just going to put 1.3 here. I'm just going to change the data. Just going to change the price as well. So as you can see, we've got a very simple sample data here, or training data, or however you want to call it. So the next bit is, of course, we're gonna initiate the iData view. We're just gonna call this bit training data, and this will be ML. Contest dot data dot load from enumerables. So here we're going to put the h data. So now we're going to create our pipeline. The pipeline specifies the data preparation and model training pipeline. So we create a new variable here. Call this one pipeline. And this will be contest dot transform dot concatenate So inside here we put this string features, and then here we put a new array. So inside there you can put size, then we put the size, then we extend it dot append, contest dot regression dot trainers dot SDCA So here we're gonna put the label column name. So the label column name this will be price then the maximum number of iterations. Set that to just 100. So we just put our semicolon here just to lock this up. So the next bit is we create our model, the train model. So it's a variable model is equal to pipeline dot fit so here we can put the training data. Training data. So now we can make the prediction. So first of all, we're just going to create a new variable called size, and this will be a new house. So inside the house, we're just going to put this bit here, the size. We're going to set the size to be, let's say, 3.5. And we're going to create a new variable, price. So here we're going to put a contest dot model contest dot model dot create prediction. So here we're going to put this parameter here. We're going to put this the house, and then the prediction. The prediction class that we created. So inside this bit here, we're going to put inside here we're going to put the model that we created. Then dot predict inside the predict we're going to put the size. So as you can see, it's a very simple stuff here. So now we can just print out the predicted price now. So it's console.writeline. Put our dollar sign and double quote. So here we can say predicted price for the size for the size of the house will be size dot size. So we just multiplied by 1,000. So this would be the square kilometer. I mean the square feet. FT. Yeah. Will be equal to price dot price. So we just convert it to a currency with a C. So we just put a K here just to make it like 1,000 or something. So as you can see, it's very simple stuff now. So now that we've got all this running, we're just going to run it to see what actually comes out of it. Okay, so before we run it here we're just going to multiply the price by 100 just to get, like, in terms of in the hundreds of thousands. So here Now we can just run it to see what actually comes out of it. So now as you can see here, we've got freeze, I mean 363.76K for and 3,500 square feet. So as you can see the way it works out. So yeah, this is the most basic that you can get now. Now that you've got your basics here, you can do more examples and try to get better in terms of making better predictions with the ML.NET. So I'm gonna leave you here. So I hope you practice it and understand it even further. So if you haven't actually subscribed to the channel, please make sure you do. And have a lovely morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. Stay blessed. Peace.